Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into Neom, Saudi Arabia's groundbreaking mega project. From controversies to innovation, we'll uncover it all, so stay tuned. This individual is Mohammed bin Salman, commonly referred to as MBS, the effective leader of Saudi Arabia. In 2017, MBS introduced the ambitious city project known as Neom. To illustrate his vision for Neom, he took out two mobile phones, a dated one and a newer smartphone. He expressed his goals of creating a city unlike any other, investing billions of dollars in an area that currently lacks any significant human settlement. It is crucial to him that this city stands as a unique and unprecedented creation. Despite potential similarities to existing models, he envisions it as an entirely innovative and groundbreaking concept that he has brought to life. The name Neom combines the Greek word neo, meaning new, and the Arabic word masbah, meaning feature, symbolizing MBS's aspirations for a novel and forward-looking city. Neom is a proposed futuristic and smart city presently under development in the Tabak province of northwestern Saudi Arabia. Adjacent to the Gulf of Aqaba, which shares borders with Egypt, Israel, and Jordan. Spanning over 10,000 square miles, roughly the size of Massachusetts, the colonial project is part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 initiative aimed at diversifying the country's economy away from oil. The first phase of Neom is anticipated to be completed by 2030, with an estimated cost of $319 billion, originally conceived as a concept for a new city. Neom has expanded significantly and evolved into a multifaceted endeavor. And it is no longer solely a fresh city. It has transformed into an entirely new region comprising various elements. One of these components is an industrial city shaped just like an octagon that partially floats on the Red Sea. In the mountainous areas, there's a ski resort called Trojan. Furthermore, they recently unveiled an upscale island resort project named Medalla, catering specifically to yacht owners and affluent tourists. Another key aspect of Neom is a line, a linear and smart city devoid of roads, cars, and emissions. This city will operate entirely on renewable energy, and according to Saudi officials, could accommodate up to 9 million residents by 2045. The line serves as the focal point of Neom, showcasing its grandeur and ambition. Spanning 100 miles, it consists of two colossal buildings, each approximately 200 meters wide and 500 meters tall, comparable in size to the Empire State Building, if not taller. Between these towering structures, there will be a narrow strip featuring a mirrored facade, while the interior space envisions lush greenery, serving as the living, working, and recreational area for residents. The sheer scale of the project is truly astonishing, especially when considering the prospect of 9 million people eventually inhabiting a city that essentially exists within a single structure. MBS has enticed prominent figures to participate in this endeavor by presenting them with irresistible offers in 2017. Neom secured the services of three of the world's largest consultancy firms, McKinsey, Boston Consulting, and Oliver Wyman, through multi-million-dollar agreements. Additionally, Neom allures global talents with generous salaries and the advantage of zero taxes. The Wall Street Journal reported in 2022 that senior executives associated with the project received an annual compensation of approximately $1.1 million. Neom is a tangible project with substantial financial investments already made and a strong likelihood of further expenditures. The individuals involved in developing Neom are genuinely committed to creating a city that stands apart from all previous cities, one that is more modern than any other in existence, while some skeptics view it as a potentially extravagant and impractical endeavor. Neom is founded by the Public Investment Fund, the sovereign wealth fund of the Saudi government. However, Crown Prince MBS is now considering raising funds by offering shares of the Neom investors through an initial public offering, IPO. This notion of conducting an IPO for a city aligns with the concept of running the city as a corporation characterized by a purely capitalistic approach, which deviates from the typical governance of cities and contributes to its uniqueness. There are discussions about attracting investments from other regional entities, potentially including Saudi private sector investors, to diversify the funding sources. However, assembling the required funds, especially considering the colossal initial phase cost of $320 billion, it poses a significant challenge. It is clear that they cannot solely rely on their own resources, as the entire sovereign fund amounts to around 600 to 700 billion US dollars, making it unfeasible to allocate half of it to Neom. Thus, external investors are necessary. Neom is presented as an environmentally friendly city that operates entirely on renewable energy. Nonetheless, critics argue that these claims are merely a form of greenwashing from the world's largest oil exporters, questioning the true sustainability and ecological impact of the project. Neom is facing the significant scrutiny for its treatment of the Qaidi tribe, who were forcibly displaced from the planned city by Saudi forces in 2020. One prominent member of the tribe, Abdul Rahim al-Qaidi, was fatally shot by Saudi security forces, and videos documenting the forced evictions were regularly shared by him. These incidents were not isolated, and pockets of resistance against the relocations and subsequent arrests existed. However, over time, this resistance has been largely suppressed, with individuals either succumbing to fear or accepting compensation and moving on. Realizing that resistance would likely yield no fruitful outcome, more recently, 3 community members engaged in the resistance movement, including Abdurrahman Jose's brother, reportedly received death sentences as per human rights organizations monitoring the cases. The lack of transparency surrounding these cases and the absence of official government statements have raised concerns about the fairness and reasons behind such severe sentences. It is evident that the situation surrounding the treatment of the Qaidi tribe is highly contentious, with many expressing their unwillingness to be displaced and feeling unfairly compensated. Requests for comment from the Neom PR team went unanswered. While the Saudi Crown Prince has been lauded for his economic reforms and efforts to create more opportunities for women in the country, the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi has become a prominent example of his authoritarian tendencies. Some urge that MBS is utilizing Neom as a platform to project themselves as a so-called reformer, potentially prioritizing PR optics over the actual progress of the construction project. Mohammed bin Salman aims to present himself as a leader within the conservative Saudi royal family. Neom, being a mega project, is perceived within Saudi Arabia and among the young Saudi population as a crucial component of the liberalization process spearheaded by Mohammed bin Salman. While there's a significant possibility that it may not succeed, existence of such an ambitious vision in Saudi Arabia's under MBS draws both criticism and admiration. The presence of a visionary outlook is seen as a notable departure from the past, filling a void that was previously lacking in the country. Thus, it considered preferable to have a vision, even if flawed, rather than have no vision at all. A comprehensive plan for extensive modernization and advancement of the nation necessitates a vision as a fundamental elements. For Mohammed bin Salman, Neom represents a physical, technological, and symbolic legacy and embodies his efforts in the betterment of Saudi Arabia. It has attained immense significance to him and the state, prompting to invest substantial resources and time to its realization. Neom is something he intends to leave behind as a testament to his actions and contributions. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Neom, Saudi Arabia's visionary project. Now don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible content. Stay curious and keep exploring.